Okay, so I think I remember that I've uploaded the first day with Robert, and my mic seemed to have some problem when I recorded the second day with Robert, so I kinda take it down. But anyway, I'm gonna still finish the third date. First, I'm gonna find so this is day 2. I'm not gonna do day 3, but I don't have the save files at the dad book when the day begins, so I have to do this. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. Oh, this is the part when they were going home. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. Maybe that's why it's here. Oh right, I didn't change my main character at all because it's really troublesome. The Dover ghost feeds off your sadness, my sadness. It hunts us in the night. What did I do for Robert's voice? Honestly, it makes sense. Man, I suck. I was trying to kid around. To just be devoured for my sins. Yeah, that sounds pretty great, actually. It was a joke. I'm turning the car around. We're going back. Robert slams on the brakes and puts the car in reverse. Robert, wait. He stops the car again. You know what? I thought about it. It's not my time yet. I haven't finished watching the Criterion Collection. They just keep adding stuff to it. Is that water emoji and eggplants? He likes my answer. But thanks, Mason. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. You never know when you might need it. Yeah. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. I can't read today. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptic hunting.
Yeah.
You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? Amanda, Lang, you know what? It's fine.
Oh.
I finally decided to go to bed.
I may be bad, but you made me glad.
I totally can't remember what I did last time. I think I've seen this before. I'm just gonna forward it. Yep.
Oh.
It said her friend stumped her.
Oh. I love you too, Dad.
I like that dialogue.
Welcome. You've got dads.
So, the last day with Robert. Sorry. The third day get pretty serious. I haven't spoken to Robert since that night we drove out to his thinking spot. He seemed unusually somber then, like more so than the usual amount of somber than Robert is, which is already a lot. I've been thinking about him and I hope he's doing okay, but I've been a little reluctant to reach out to him, cause he's a jerk. Mason, hey Mason, guess who's getting their drink on tonight? I take a look at my dad book messages. There's a flurry of them for Robert. Guess it's you. Also me, but mostly you. Fine. I type back to Robert. Robert, believe tonight we drive. Yes, that doesn't sound like Robert at all. Maybe at Jim King's at 8 p.m. he typed like that? Not that I'm unappreciated, but I think this is the first time that Robert's given me more than an hour's warning before hanging out. Amanda pops her head into the hallway, music I don't recognize blaring from her room.
Eh?
What's up? I'm hanging out with Robert later tonight. Okay, cool. Robert, who is my friend, I have friends. I'm happy for you, Dad. People enjoy my company, Amanda. Dad, I'm so happy for your continued development as a human being. What are you listening to? Sad shit. I don't give a fuck anymore. Amanda, then... You know what? You're an adult now. I give it an earnest effort for all 18 years of your life. Go forth and swear. Fuck yeah! Well, I get an achievement. Let Amanda say. Censored. I really hope I don't regret this later. Amanda goes back into her room and turns on the value to her sad shit. Achievement. I put on my going out coat and walk over to Jenkins. I spot Robert leaning against the brick wall, smoking a cigarette. As I get closer, I realize that he looks a little different. Cleaner, I guess. It actually seems like he combed his hairs and his clothes are less wrinkled than usual. Hey. Hey. You take a shower just for me? Did you hear yourself before you say that? I'm working on my relationship with existence. Man, this dialogue. We both stand there for a second and don't say anything. Robert finishes his cigarette and abruptly goes inside. I follow him. By the time I get inside, Robert's already at the bar ordering 2 whiskeys. I spot a booth in the back and claim it for us. Robert slides in and hands me a glass. I can't drink whiskey without coffee. It just burns. To you, to us, to toast. I'm guessing not to toast. Should I say? I don't really care about getting an ass. Okay, to us. Here's to us and all the property damage and petty larceny that we may commit tonight. Heart. Okay, I can take that. We clink whiskeys and I watch him sip his. Rather than his traditional approach of slamming the whiskey back as quickly as possible. So what's the plan for tonight? Hit some other bars, maybe grab some pizza. I think that'll kill some time before we go burn down the old abandoned house in the woods. It's definitely not as fun if it's abandoned. Mary pops over the back of the booth, a glass of wine in her hand. She punches Robert in the shoulder. I don't hate her. Honestly, I don't hate her. Where is my phone call?
Hey.
Sorry, figure you were busy sinking your teeth into some poor sap. I am. He's right here. I look around the booth to see a guy sitting across from her. He waves meekly. You replacing me with a new kid? Mary, I could never replace you, whether I wanted to or not. Mary leaves her booth and slides in next to Robert. The guy she was sitting with looks mildly relieved. She eyes Robert's clean-pressed clothes up and down, suspiciously. What? Do you got a court date coming up? He looks handsome. He never convinced the jury. I like the last one. He never convinced the jury. He would have to shave first.
Hey.
I got it right. Seriously though, what's up with you? Robert stares down at his drink, suddenly looking serious.
I don't know.
It's Pappy. Doctor says what? Of the liver. I told the old bag of bones to cut it with the sauce, but it's all he's ever known, especially since Mom's gone. That's why I invited you out tonight. Just didn't want to be alone. Oh, come on. Mason, don't be an asshole. You know the one thing Robert doesn't joke around about is his puppy. Oops. They're giving him 2 months. I gotta help him straighten out his affairs. Robert, I'm so sorry. Robert takes a long look at his whiskey, eyeing it in the dim glow of the bar's lights. I look at his life, then I look at mine, and I know history is just doomed to repeat itself. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. He's retired with new girlfriend in Acapulco. What? They watch a sunset every night, probably through like donkeys. Why donkeys? Not like rabbits? Wait. Yeah, exactly what I thought. Aren't rabbits the ones who screw a lot? You read my mind. Oh, sorry, didn't realize you were the expert on which animals screw a lot.
Ugh.
Please stop saying the word screw. Robert finishes his drink and slides it away from me. He gets up out of the booth. Me and Mason are gonna hit the brakes. You coming with? Mary casts one last glance at the sad sack she's been hunting and downs the rest of her wine in one gulp.
Ah.
This place is dead anyways. We exit the bar and find a typical empty street filled with a small crowd of people. At the front is a guy with a really deliberate attitude and bad posture. He carries a lantern and that he shines up at his face for dramatic effect. What's going on? Looks like it's one of those walking ghost tours. They do that in this part of town all the time. I've always wanted to do one of those.
Ah.
You know all the stories are fake, right? Pretty much all of my stories are fake. This is research. Robert makes a beeline towards the back of the group. He turns around when he notices that I'm not following him. Come on. We can't just crash it, can we?
Oh.
Don't be such a square, Mason. Just act like you belong. Robert sidles up to the tour group. I reluctantly fall into step behind him. Well, here goes nothing. Hey, it was this place in 1694 that the most infamous witch trials were held. Why am I saying talking in a voice like this? To date, we do not know if people burned at the stake were actually witches, but it is widely reported that their ghosts still haunt the hapless dive bar to this very day. It was actually 1692.
Bang bang.
What? And sight was over by the coffee shop down the road. I'm sorry, who are you? Daniel McSturgis. McSturgis? Ghost historian. And this is my colleague, Dr. What year? What year? I think he digs 80s. Oh, nice! Dr. Loomis, paranormal investigator extraordinary. We're touring America's most haunted locations as research from our new book. You may have seen our guest cameo on Paranormal House Hunters, Extreme Edition. A couple of people in the group start nodding. Man, Rob is good at this. Are you guys part of a group? I don't remember seeing you at the first stop. We like to keep a low profile. Easier to catch ghosts that way.
Oh.
They've definitely been here. Been standing next to them the whole time. Thank you, random lady who I do not know.
Hey.
As I was saying, the epicenter of paranormal activity can be found at the Coffee Spoon, over there. The man who runs it has been plagued by hunting since he signed the lease. Damn near driven him mad.
Oh.
But whatever you want to say is cool, I guess. It's your tour.
Oh.
Man, did you know that about Matt? Wait, Robert's making this up. The rest of the tour group listens intently to Robert's every word. I think the tour guide can tell that he's losing the group. He seems to be getting flustered.
Hey!
I thank you for your contribution and knowledge, Mr. McSturgis. Let's move on to the next hunting location. Robert, Mary, and I follow the group down the street. That tour guide's shirt is cool. It's not! You're joking, right? Yeah, everyone in the group gets one if we make it to the final location. How did you know that? I turned to Robert and grabbed him by the shoulders. I need that t-shirt. Well, guess we're in this for the long haul then. Just follow my lead. Don't rouse too much suspicion, and we'll have cool gold shirts in no time.
Hey.
Our group arrives at an old decrepit colonial-style house.
Hey!
Are we gonna stop at like Damien's house? A quick pause in the tour. My name is Queen, but most people on the Ghost Tour circuit call me Tour Master Queen. I'm a DJ, trivia master, and part-time actor. In other words, you do everything. So the producer don't have to design so many characters. Mason, you think that shirt is cool?
That's the good stuff.
I do perfect ghost hunting events, birthday parties, MC bar mitzvahs, and perform traditional vaudevillian mime work. Tour Master Queen gives out headshots to all of us. His resume is on the back. Stage comeback experience. Anyway, here's a little bit of history for you all. This was a home of noted American author Dorothy Pembridge, whose prose was widely popular in the late 19th century. It was the attic of this very house where she wrote such classics as The Diary of the Victorian Mistress, Lady Fitzwilliam's Courtship, and The Ghost of Sea Captain Reginald Barclay. She unfortunately died of consumption shortly after the turn of the century, but several people have reported that some night you can see a light from the attic where the ghost of Mr. Pembridge continued work on his latest bestseller. I guess you could say that she was consumed by her work.
I'm so sad.
So sad. No reaction from the crowd. This guy needs to work on his dad jokes.
Oh?
Actually, consumption is the popular cover-up. Legional fact is that there is a murder-suicide. That it was a murder-suicide.
Hey!
I'm pretty sure she died of consumption. Sure. And we definitely didn't hire Stanley Kubrick to elaborately fake the moon landing. We didn't! That's a watered down sense of version they teach you in school. But if you can't handle the real story, I understand. It's not for the faint of heart. Can we? I think everyone would much rather hear what this world-renowned ghost historian has to say. Right, everybody?
Oh.
The group murmurs in agreement.
I am so sad.
This is a topic we cover extensively in our book, Dr. Loomis. Would you care to tell this story?
That's the good stuff.
Risk something highbrow, go with something I know. Rely on amazing improved comedy skills. No comedy skills. Something I know that might be too boring. I have to save this one. But highbrow, would it be exaggerating? Ah, yes. No, it's rather covered in traditional textbook. Dorothy Pembridge was caught in fierce rivalry with fellow local author Arthur Livingstone Price. Arthur's books was blatant rip-offs of Pembridge's works and consistently sold better. Pembridge was enraged by this and confronted Livingstone Price at his home with plans to end his life. Their bitter feud surprisingly blossomed into a torrid, passionate affair. After many months of secret courtship, Pembridge followed through with her original plan and poisoned Livingstone Price in his sleep. Overcome with unexpected grief, Pembridge polished off the last of poison and died by her lover's side. Reports said that the couples who entered this house will no doubt doom their relationship to a bitter end. Okay, did it work? Only hearts. Fine, I'll take it. Man, I should bring my wife here. That's a problem I have about Robert. I don't know anything about his personal life. This is a dad dating simulator, so he's supposed to be a dad. I have no problem that we don't know anything about his wife, but he's supposed to have kids. Okay. The entire tour group laughs heartily. I'm kidding, my wife is dead. Robert! The crowd gasps. She was killed by a ghost. The crowd gasps again. I'm just messing with you guys. A nervous chuckle ripples through the crowd. The tour guide sees this as an opportunity to take back the group and addresses us with some razzle-dazzle. What an interesting story.
Come on.
Now, I just want everyone to know that the next location is extremely terrifying. If anyone thinks they can handle it, feel free to excuse yourselves. Is it Damien's house? I would love to go there. They have some fanfic there. Spoiler. Alright, I'm bored. Mary turns to a young guy looking at his phone and taps him on the shoulder. Hey kid, fancy buying a gal a drink? The guy looks up at her and smiles. Only if the bar is haunted. Honey, I can show you the most haunted place in town. I think I could exorcise your demons if that's what you're looking for.
Hey.
Don't write checks, you... Do I have to read that? Let's skip it. His eyes go wide. Mary salutes me and Robert. She suddenly pulls me into a hug and murmurs into my ear. When you've known Rob for... Oh, murmur, okay. When you've known Rob for as long as I have, you know when something's wrong. Keep an eye on him for me tonight, okay? Sure, Mary. Good man. Mary pats me on the back and pulls away. She takes the guy's hand and leads me down the street. See? I don't hate her!
Hey!
Take it sleazy, fellas. God help that poor soul. Mary or the kid?
Huh.
Both.
Oh.
Our last stop, this burial ground is such a hotbed of horrifying paranormal activity that I'm not even sure where to begin. There's the wailing ghost of the Wolfman, the vampire of Maple Bay. Maybe that's Damien. The children of the moonlight. What about the Dover ghost? By this point, the tour guide is clearly irritating with us. What about it? Oh, nothing. I just think it would be a crime to come all the way out to this cemetery, the actual origin of one of New England's most notorious paranormal entities, and not even mention the infamous Dover ghost. That's not a real thing. That is absolutely not a real thing. I think someone needs to brush up on their paranormal history. I know tons about paranormal history. I know every ghost story in this area. I can guarantee there's one you don't know. Robert looks over at me and smiles.
Sup?
Would you folks care to hear the tale of how Loomis and I met?
Alright.
No! The entire group shushes the tour guide.
I am sad.
Okay, fine, tell the story. Well, it was a dark and stormy night. I wasn't always a paranormal investigator.
Hey.
Way back then, I was just a...
Bang bang.
What would he like me to be? Definitely not a Bible salesman. Carnival barker? Nah. Traveling grifter. Aha! Moving from town to town, always looking for my next mark. It was an easy life, but I had fun. Taking from the rich, giving to the poor. Actually, also taking from the poor. Good one, Mason. I had a sharky moral foundation. I happened upon the quiet town of Maple Bay quiet by accident, but little did I know that this city has a dark side.
Oh?
Now, about the same time, I was just starting out as apprentice to a rather famous ghost hunter who was an old family friend of mine. I carried the equipment, operated the EVP machine, all that. Wait!
Oh?
Yes? Who was the famous ghost hunter? Well, I don't like to name drop, but Georgia Mathers. The tour group gasps.
Bang bang.
Georgia Mathers? She's a legend! You know her? Knew her? Amazing woman. Died mysteriously. Miss you, Georgie.
Oh.
Anyway, we were in Maple Bay investigating some reports of strange lights and sounds coming from cemetery late at night. Now, we had been warned by the old crypt keeper that this place was highly dangerous, but Georgia was never one to shy away from an adventure. We camped out in the center of the cemetery for 3 nights straight. We endured your so-called wailing watchman. Wailing ghosts of the Wharfman. Whatever. Your stupid vampire was just a teenager in a mask. But a Dover ghost, man. Tell them, Loomis.
Oh.
So there I was, just walking back to my hotel after a long day of not selling Bibles. Walking a couple shorts of running the dunk. Well, sorry. Working a couple of short cons. Only hearts? Classic pigeon drop scam. Putting out filter of a rip deal. I was going to steal a baby, probably. Would have made me rich. I found myself walking past this very cemetery. Now, I was never a very superstitious man, but something seemed off. I could hear some sort of commotion happening deep within the graveyard, and I felt compelled to investigate.
Oh.
And thank God you did. Georgia and I were conducting a seance in the mausoleum. At first, things were pretty normal, but after about an hour, everything went south. Playing back the EVP meter, we were able to hear a single word.
Really?
Run.
Oh.
The air suddenly went cold. Something was very, very wrong. I just knew we weren't alone. We started to hear this faint, distant scrapping noise, like something being dragged across the ground. It got louder and louder until it was deafening, some kind of demented howl. And then I felt it. Something, grabbing my ankle. Robert has the whole crowd hooked, line, and sinker. Okay, it's fine, never mind. Sorry about it. I wasn't sure where it was taking me, but knew it was no place I wanted to go. I was sure I was going to die. The moment I crossed the gate into the cemetery, I heard this god-awful screeching. I ran into the mausoleum just in time to see a man being pulled across the floor by God. To this day, the mere thought of it ties my stomach into knots. It looked like a man, but like... I glanced at Robert. Oh, I remember this. Like someone who didn't know what a man was supposed to look like tried to pull one together. The arms were too long, his eyes glowed red. Did Robert mention this? Its eyes glow red. It was like a walking shadow. What I do? What any good person would do. I lunged for... Shoot, what was his fake name again? Ha! Good thing I've been paying attention. Daniel Max Sturgis. Daniel. Ha 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 ha. I grabbed his hand and entered into a tug of war with unholiest of force.
Really?
I thought I was gonna be torn in half.
Oh.
But I had God on my side. The pocket Bible I always kept on me fell out of my shirt pocket. And to this day, I can remember what passages it opened up to. What? Oh, come on! I would never know this. I have to say. Repetition as. Okay. Let's try hear the first few words of it and decide. And if thy oblation be a meat offering bacon in pan, it shall be of fine flour unleavened, mingled with oil. No, not that. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written in therein, for the time is at end. No. This is hard. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. This is it. I have no idea where Robert pulled that verse from. Yeah, me neither. With a horrifying growl, the entity finally relented. Daniel and I collapsed onto the ground. Exhausted, we were both covered in blood.
I don't know.
That damn creature clawed into my chest. Got me real good. Had to get 16 stitches. Robert pulls down the collar of his shirt to reveal a long wicked scar across his pecs. And that's how I got this scar.
Oh.
I followed Georgia and Mathers to the end of the earth. We faced exorcisms, demons, prodigies, and threw our equipment across the room. But I had never seen Georgia so scared. She was never the same after that, and neither was I. Watching what happened to Daniel and Georgia shook my faith, but I came out of that experience a better man and a better friend. And we've been brothers ever since. The tour group gave us a round of applause as Daniel and Robert and I share an emotional hug. As he embraces me, I can smell the cologne on his neck. Wow, Robert does clean up good. I find myself lingering a little too long on the hug. The tour guide seems to have bought it. Even he's wiping tears from his eyes. Thank you, thank you. It's an honor to be able to share our story. Be sure to watch out for our book. Oh, I have to name the book? Paranormal Excursion of the Supernatural Isidore Ghost Trucker. No. I Saw a Demon, the shocking true story of seeing a demon. The Bro's Guide to the Hottest Ghost. Second? Robert has to suppress laugh at that one.
Hey!
Well, I think you both definitely earned your t-shirts. The tour guide hands us a coveted t-shirts. He then slipped us both his business card and leaned in close.
Bang!
If you guys are ever in need of the professional actor, balloon animal artist, Elvis impersonator, or nude model, please don't hesitate to contact me. You got it, buddy. After a couple of tourists take selfies with us, we split away from the ground and walk home. That was incredible. I really can't believe you bought all of that. I didn't know you had it in you, Mason. Excuse me, Dr. Loomis. That bit about the pocket Bible was aces. Although giving the Dover ghost glowing red eyes was a little cliche. I knew you didn't say that. And the Kubrick conspiracy theory bit wasn't?
Hey.
All part of the character. Well, we got the shirts out of it. We arrived in front of Robert's house. Wanna have a drink? I think the first two are both good, but I would like to get the best one. Because I'm curious how he responds. Robert, how long have you known me for? Do you really think I would turn down the opportunity to share a fine alcoholic beverage with my treasure friend and accomplice, Mr. Robert Bulber Small? If you ever call me Bulber again, I will kick you right in the shins. Both of them.
Hey.
Then you can expect an angry phone call from my orthopedist in the morning. Robert. Oh, only hearts. Now, let's try the other one. You're trying to poison me? I know where this goes, Small. It's so strange though to call him by his last name. It's so weird. I know the steps. 1 second I'm sipping delicious aged scotch, the next I'm foaming in the mouth and you've taken over the throne.
Oh.
Long live the king, baby. He called me baby! Aww. Robert leads me inside. I can't help but think about what Mary said to me. Robert did seem a little bit off, but that completely disappeared when we were joking around. Betsy! Hey! Be nice! I don't feel anything but tiny paws scratching at my shoes. I open eyes. Betsy? Robert's dog jumps away from me, running around in circles and sniffing Robert's legs. He pats her on the head. Hey, that's not a pit bull. That's the cutest, dumbest Boston Terrier I've ever seen. Betsy, you're not a pit bull? And you're taken by the Dover ghost? Betsy's made of tougher stuff than that, ain't ya, girl? Betsy rolls over for some well-deserved belly rubs.
Hey.
I just kept a picture of large people in my wallet in case of emergencies. Comedic emergencies. We make our way to Robert's living room. For a quiet man with arguably the oldest pickup truck that can be legally driven, his place is amazing. There are sleek, modern appliances throughout the room with a big flat-screen TV mounted on the wall. He has shelves upon shelves of DVDs. Guess he wasn't lying about being really into cinema. He pours us both glasses of whiskeys from the well-stocked bar in the corner, while Betsy curls up on the pile of cushions. So, how did you really get that scar? I bet there's nothing serious. And don't tell me you got it fishing for Alaskan king crabs in the Bering Sea. Well, that could be true. Or something. You train me too well. Robert laughs and takes a sip of his drink. My daughter. Oh, so you do have a daughter. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock. Oh, okay, the voice. My daughter and I were riding our bikes. I hit a rock, flew over the handlebars, and then we went to the hospital, and that's it.
Oh.
Not a very interesting story. No, it's interesting because I finally know that you have a daughter. Yeah, I've never heard you talk about your daughter. Wait, there's something that... Your hand tattoo. The first time we met, you hated when the main character asks about your hand tattoo. You said it was a reminder. Reminder of what? Like your daughter? At some point I thought that maybe your kids are dead. Well, I have one. That's her. He points at the picture on the wall of a very serious little girl with dark eyes. Yup, that's definitely Robert's daughter. How old is she? 25, 26? Not too sure. Does she live around here?
Huh?
No. Val lives back home in Brooklyn. Works at some new media online magazine thing. Makes buckets though. He suddenly seems really serious. I probably shouldn't press him about it.
Hey.
You like Santana? Well, since you ask, of course I like it.
Oh.
Great! Robert puts on Santana and then takes a seat on the couch next to me. He suddenly downs his drink in one gulp. Hey, are you alright?
So.
Robert leans in and kisses me, the taste of whiskey burning my lips. I'm surprised at first, but slowly relax into his arms. He pulls away slightly, his lips barely brushing against my mouth. I am now. I can't say anything, at best managing a sigh. I kinda have some difficulty reading this. Robert leans in again, kissing me harder. He pulls my bottom lip between his teeth and bites slightly, sliding a hand under my shirt. My heart pounds in my chest as he lies us both down on the couch. He kisses the trail down my neck, his teeth grazing my skin. I just... wait. It's not that. Robert bites down and I have to stifle a moan. I really have difficulty reading this. Stop. Robert stiffens up and pulls away. No biting? No, I'm more than okay with that. Mason, I don't want to know that! Shut up! Something's up. Robert runs a hand through his hair and looks away. I'm fine. I've just been kinda stressed out, tired. Not a big deal. Well, at first I would say that I don't understand that when you're tired, when you're stressed out, you have sex to fix it, but yeah, after putting some thought of it, I kinda get that. Okay, push it. Uh, this is our third day. It's coming to an end, so push it, or we don't have other opportunity. Listen, I want this as badly as you do, but I know something's wrong. I need to make sure that you're okay. Robert stares at the ground. You don't know me that well, Mason. I'm not a good person. He takes a deep breath. I spent my whole life only taking and taking and taking. And now here I am, an old, broken man sitting on top of a pile of everything I've ever taken, alone. But I want to know you. You don't have to keep hiding behind fake story and act like you don't have feelings. It's... He sighs heavily.
Oh?
It's Val. She's visiting tomorrow. She wants to patch things up. Are you... I'm sorry, but is this a bit? No. When was the last time you saw her? 3, 4, I think. Months? Years. I sit up straight. Jesus, Robert, what happened between you two? I don't want to talk about it. Robert and I sit in silence, neither of us wanting to look at each other, both of us unsure what to do next. Fine. Things were already bad between us. I care about her. I always did. Things just got in the way. And before I knew it, she was leaving for college, wanting nothing to do with me. Marilyn and I moved out here to settle down. We thought it helped to get away from all the distraction, all the money, the drinking. But temptation gets to you. I tried to be better, but I just couldn't. And then the accident changed everything. Oh, so the hand tattoo was for his wife? I think every day about how she must die hating me. I never became the better man that she wanted me to be, the one she always saw in me. She was the last thread Val and I had connecting us together. I didn't know that when I lost my wife, I was gonna lose my daughter too. Robert, I spent so much time chasing after things I thought were gonna make me happy that I ruined my only real chance at happiness. Now my wife is dead and my daughter hates me. And then I convinced myself that this... He gestures vaguely in my direction. Was going to make me happy. Why do I even try anymore? Well, Val would hate her. Him, sorry. Val would hate him and would probably thinks that her mom was dead is because of him. Yeah. It's tough. I'm so sorry. I know how hard it is to. No, you don't. Actually, he does. He lost his spouse. Oh, you mean that? Oh, okay. How could you possibly know how this feels? You did everything right. Your daughter loves you. You're a good person. But, I don't think there's anyone is truly a good person or a bad person. Yeah, like that. No one is that bad or that good. Don't define people like that. I was a terrible husband and I'm an even worse father. I have no idea why she's even bothering to contact me now. I know I'm just gonna fuck it up like I always do. I'm broken. I shouldn't even go. How stupid can you be? She wants to reach out to you. Idiot. Robert puts his head in his hands. Tell him what he wants to hear. Tell him what he needs to hear. Walk away. Tough love. Always. Tough love. No, not always, but with guys like Robert, tough love. Tell him what he needs to hear. Nothing is going to change until you do. Robert pauses. He looks at me. There are a lot of things in my life that I regret, that I wish I could take back or do over, and it hurts so much to know that I can. But what I can do and what you have the privilege of doing tomorrow morning is wake up and try to be a better person than you were the day before. Things aren't going to fix themselves tomorrow or the next day. And patching things up with Val isn't going to solve all of your problem either. But nothing's going to change if you don't. And you can't love anyone else until you stop hating yourself. Well, it sounds nice, but I'm not a fan of the kind of words like if you want people to love you, you have to love yourself first. That kind of stuff. Yeah. If you know what I mean. And you're right. I don't know you that well, but you have the same capacity for good that we all have, and I know you can find it. No, yeah, like I said, no one's really that bad or that good. Well, okay, there are always some exception, but still, Val is giving you a chance. Don't waste it. Val is reaching out to you, Robert. Come on. How stupid can you be? But, Robert, listen to me. It's gonna be okay. I just realized that it's gonna be okay. It's the words, it's exactly the words that, when Mason and her, as I recall, and her wife brought Amanda home when they had a car accident, and Amanda's mom told Mason everything's gonna be okay. She said it's gonna be okay. That were exactly the words she said. And that makes me emotional. But I lean over and embrace Robert, pulling him in as tightly as I can. He buried his head into my shoulder, hugging me back. It's gonna be okay. See? He says it again. He remembered it. I place a hand on the back of his head and stroke his hair. He shudders, then sobs, and I realize that he's crying. Thank you. We stay there for a while, holding each other. We both eventually drift off to sleep.
I like you a lot.
Right? I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not for S rank. I'm gonna get him anyway. Okay, so this is Amanda's graduation party.
Oh.
Wow, everyone's here. This will be different. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. Listen, kid, you're gonna need some real life skills out there if you're gonna make it out on the street. I'm going to college. Same thing. Look, I know you're not old enough to drink, right? And I know you're smart enough not to drink until you're of legal age. But hypothetically, if you were to drink, it would behoove you drink a glass of water between rounds. Got it.
Dad.
Hypothetically.
Hey.
And if you wake up with a headache, all you gotta do is take a jar of pickles and drink the pickle juice. You're gonna be fine. What's going on here?
Give it a rest, buddy. Ugh.
Girl talk. Mary turns back to Amanda. See, she's cool. Now let me tell you about how to deal with bad roommates. First thing to know, you get straight A's if they die during the semesters. See, she's so cool. Mary, relax. It's a myth. Supposedly, against my better judgment, I leave them be. I don't think I recognize that girl by snack table. I should go say hello. Hi, I don't think we met. Oh, met. How should I do her voice? Oh, we met years ago. And I'm here for my revenge. You're Robert's kid, aren't you? Spot on. I guess that makes you Mason, huh? Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm glad Robert brought you along. He promised there would be free food, so that's kinda hard to pass up. And look, I don't know you, but can I get real with you for a sec? My old man's real close book, you know? Me and him, we got a long way to go. You don't erase decades of neglect in a week, but you sure can get tired of staying angry about it. That kind of bitterness, it poisons you, I think I'm too young for that. Anyway, lately he's been better, a lot better. And between him shaving for once and how much he talks about you, I get the feeling you have something to do with it. So, thanks. Robert means a lot to me. I'm glad he's getting better. Just keep an eye on him while I'm not around, okay? Or else. What? I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know why I'm like this. I think it runs in the family. Amanda throws up to the conversation. Hey, I love your necklace! And your hair! And just, geez, your whole vibe's cool. Thanks. I like your jacket. My girlfriend collects pins too. Oh, this is my daughter Amanda. Amanda, this is Robert's daughter Val. Nice meeting you. I heard you're a photographer. Aspiring top photographer. I'm going to school for it. You take pictures? Yes. Yes? Then you're a photographer. Welcome to the biz. Val hands Amanda a business card. If you're ever looking for internships, shoot me an email. Anyway, I need to go make friends with that woman over there who's still wielding wine glasses. Catch you later. Val walks away. She's so cool! She gave me her business card! She touched my hand! Congrats, you just networked for the first time. I'm a regular business lady now. Quadrant projection, stock market, synergy. While you're making a fortune as a businesswoman, I gotta keep this party going. Catch you around, Pops. Oh, this will be the same.
Bro. Dude.
Ah. Oh. Oh.
Hey.
Dad.
Kate Roberts Pop. I take a seat next to Robert as the last guests make their way out of the party.
Oh.
Hey. Hey. Robert gestured vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. So, I had the chance to talk to Val.
Hi.
She physically threatens you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's my girl. She said you've been doing better.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to work on the vices. I also showered today. We sit in silence for a moment. I also showered today, so okay. You didn't shower yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every day for me is a battle against my own self-destructive habits. Yeah, Robert, I can relate to that. You're bad, but you're not a bad character. But lately, it's gotten a little easier.
Oh.
Thanks for talking some sense into me. It's hard to get things through my thick skull sometimes, but what you said at night has actually helped. I'm glad.
Hmm.
I like you, Mason. I like you a lot. I haven't felt this way about someone in a long time. I lean in and kiss him for a moment before he pulls away. He takes my hand in his.
Mm.
You're special to me.
Huh.
But I have some stuff I need to work on. Emotionally. Before I can get into anything romantic with you. You deserve better than who I am right now. But Robert, you're overthinking this. Mason will be fine for who you are now. He'll be happy to help. I mean it. I need to be on my own for a bit, figure some things out. Well, yeah, that could be true. That makes sense. Of course. I think what you need right now is a friend, and I'm very happy to be there for you. See? He's happy to help. Just... yeah, maybe not... Okay, I get it. You're gonna take things slow. So that's it, huh? Okay. Okay, I get it.
Mm.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. And if you're ever ready for more than that, you know where to find me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hunt ghosts sometime. I would love that. I put my head on his shoulder and we watch the sun slowly dip below the horizon together. Ah. After all, he's cute. Aww, Betsy! And look at that little it's small. Can I call it sculpture? He card. Oh my god. It's so cute. And I'm kind of relieved that if Robert is the most baddest guy in this game, then every character, all of the characters in this game would be a piece of cake. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, I think that's all. That's Robert's ending. I didn't get everyday S-rate, and I couldn't upload the second date. But anyway, this is the third day and ending of Robert. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do other characters. There'll be a lot. So that's for now. Bye bye.